It is Tom Chenault, and I do hope everybody is up and at 'em and got their hair on fire and is ready to go this morning. And I hope that you are absolutely lit up like a Roman candle and getting ready for another great day. I know we are, and I'll tell you something. If you aren't fired up about your business, I'll guarantee it will be impossible to fire anybody else up. The power in the present. So get that hope out there. Put those goals out there. Get it to a point where you can literally taste your success and you can see what's going to happen to you once you hit whatever goal you are aiming for. There are a lot of you on this call, and I'm going to tell you something. I'm very proud of the fact that you're up, that you're at 'em, and you're ready to rock and roll, because I'll tell you one thing right now. If you weren't on that webinar last night for the new Rebound, the powdered rebound product with Theo Ratliff, listening to what Larry Brown said about him being one of the better basketball players in the NBA for one of the longest careers ever in the NBA, and he can see him playing past the age of 40, and this is a guy that was out of the league with leg problems before Dr. Wallach got hold of him, and each and every one of you have got access to the very products and the very technology and the very science and the very nutrition that has kept Theo Ratliff at the top of his game almost to his 40s. It's amazing. Michael Jordan, the best basketball player in the history of basketball, maybe, arguably. Kobe Bryant, supposedly there's lots of guys, but I'm going to tell you, Michael Jordan was pretty good, and he's saying whatever they're taking, you should take. That's what he said to the players. Whatever Theo is taking, you should be taking. Okay, so what I'm saying to you, whatever Theo is taking is what we should be taking. And I'm telling you what your customers should be taking. How many little kids do you know that are trying to be basketball stars, baseball stars, in this case soccer stars? I mean, they're everywhere. Think of what you can do for those little kids to make a difference in their life. Think about what you can do for their parents. Think about what you can do for their grandparents. Think about what you can do for their great-grandparents. The greatest mistake we make in living is the constant fear that we will make one, that we will make a mistake. Why are you so worried about making a mistake out there? Why are you saying to yourself, oh man, I can't do that. What if that guy says no? I want you to ask a bigger question. What if that guy says yes? What if you go out and recruit a Greg Arnold or an Earlene Downey or some rock star in the industry, and all of a sudden they say yes? Are you ready to take that person to the next level? Have you trained yourself up to be the kind of upline that you're going to be to that rock star? Or are you going to defer it to somebody else and pray that they do the job? Each and every one of you have the access to those books on the website. All 4 of those books. What are those 4 books going to train you to be? They'll a network marketer, which is what you are. You might be a doctor, you might be a rich man, you might be a poor man, you might be a beggar, you might be a thief. That's a book, by the way, by Robert Ludlum. Rich man, poor man, beggar man, thief. But you might be one of those things. But I'll tell you one thing right now. If you want to be a network marketer, you got to be a network marketer. You got to learn this business. You've got to learn how to do it so you can teach it. And that's no fun, I know. You got to read books. Boo! You got to learn it. Boo! I don't want to. Boo! Well, I'll tell you one thing right now. On the other side of that is having a great life. The greatest day in your life and mine is when we take total responsibilities for our attitudes. That's the day we truly grew up. Have you taken total responsibility for your attitude? Have you totally grown up? Have you decided that you're going to do this business and do it with everything you've got? Are you going to do it until it hurts? Are you going to bust through the pain, Dan Sutherland, who comes in here every day and he looks at me and says, what do I need to do? And I say, you need to do 2 interviews, you got to set appointments, you got to do 3 ways. I walked into Buzz Coffee and there's Dan and Kathy Sutherland doing 2 one-on-one meetings with Judy Vick, who's their upline with these people. Why? Because he's doing what we do. And do you know what? Dan Sutherland's going to get what we have. Each and every one of you. And now I heard Carl DeVere is going to start stopping by Buzz. And I know your upline is somewhere. I know, Shar, that you can partner with Ken Smith and learn this. But you've got to be willing to do it. You've got to have that eye of the tiger where you say, I've been doing it that way for that long. Now I'm going to do it this way for this long. I want what you've got. Because if you continue to do what you've always done, you're going to continue to get what you've always gotten. And you don't want that sometimes. Sometimes that's exhausting. Sometimes that's frustrating. There's a different way to do it. There's a better way to do it. It is so exciting. Most people who want to get ahead do it backwards. They think, I'll get a bigger job, then I'll learn how to be a leader. But showing leadership skill is how you get the bigger job in the first place. Leadership isn't a position, it's a process. Do you guys get that? Leadership isn't a position, it's a process. So that's what you need to understand. That's what we all need to understand. Life is 10% of what happens to me and 90% of how I react to it. You're clear about that, right? I hope so. I hope we're all clear about that with everything we've got. So, if we're growing in this business, guess what? We're always going to be out of our comfort zone. We're always going to be saying, this doesn't feel so good. We're always going to be saying, I don't know if I can do this. And guess what? That goes with the territory. That is something that you're going to have to say, I guess that's just part of it. Because it is. And there's days when I am absolutely intimidated by this business. There's days, Earlene Downey put me on the call with a guy that was so much bigger that I actually felt little heart palpitations for about 10 seconds. And then I realized my reasons. And my reasons were so much bigger than those heart palpitations and my fear or my intimidation of that guy. I broke right through it. Because I'll tell you one thing right now. I don't have the luxury of fear. I have to move this thing down the road. I've got a goal in mind. I am going to hit that goal. Earlene's got a goal in mind. She's going to hit that goal. So that's what has to happen. Leaders must be close enough to relate to others, but far enough ahead to motivate them. Okay, so are you far enough ahead in your training to motivate your team? Are you showing up for the game? You're on this call. That's a massive step in the right direction to motivate your team. It's only going to get better. As you begin changing your thinking, start immediately to change your behavior. To begin to act the part of the person you would like to become. Take action on your behavior. Too many people want to feel, then take action. It never works. A great leader's courage is to fulfill his vision, comes from passion, not position. So you guys, I know every one of you have the passion. I know every one of you have the leadership in you. I know that nothing's going to stop you from getting what you want. So today, Tuesday, go get it. Go get it with everything you've got. As you can tell, I couldn't mute the phones because I forgot my phone. So I'm using one of these rotary dial handhelds at Buzz Coffee that completely sucks. So all the noise in the background I apologize for. But I'm going to tell you one thing right now. That didn't stop me. That inspired me. So I got time to go home and get my phone. Who's got anything for me? All right, Jumbo, now's the time to step on the gas pedal and get it moving, baby. Congratulations for being out of the hospital. We love you, buddy. Shar, I heard too. Good job. Thanks for being quiet. I couldn't get these phones muted. What? Oh, Joe, little Rachel, you have a good time in Alaska and don't freeze your little bunnies off. It's the best job in the world we have. I love you, Demetrius. Stay the course, baby. Interview 2 people today, Demetrius, no matter what. Who else? You betcha, Kenny. I love you. You did a great job with that guy, that plumber. I love you guys. Everybody keep it going. Don't let them see you sweat and take no prisoners. We'll see you later. God, these people are wound up. What am I signing, baby?
Burrito Kitchen.
Good. Do we like the Burrito Kitchen guy?
Yeah, they're going.
Are they?
People like them. Especially without having Udis here. I think people are buying like the chicken fajita burrito. And
Hot diggity dog.
so it might just work out in our favor.
Life is good.
I hope so.